National Football League on EA Sports. And the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Next on Madden NFL 23.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, everybody, alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts throwing right away. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. You got to shake that off and get going.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
That's good for an Eagles.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
Hey, check that.
Second down, here's an option late. Able to slither by. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Jones. And he fires one incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's third down at 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Sliding out of the pocket. Open, and I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Throwing, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. Jones hit and the ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you earned.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 35 on 2nd down, Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's Scoop. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants, and they didn't get a whole lot done in the rushing department in those first 2 quarters. They probably feel pretty lucky to be tied here at halftime. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on second down. Jones.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And give them a gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off with a touchdown by Daniel Bellinger. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
First throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts. Shoots by him. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Alert! Alert! Flag! Flag!
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been in practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 38 yards. And the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pass complete. Goddard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Elliott good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards, and it was finished off by a touchdown for Devontae Smith. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.